Hope you're having a good weekend. This is Saturday. The word for you today, we're just starting the new quarter of Devotional. If you don't have one of these, come up to church and get one, or if you can't come up, give us a call. We'll make sure that you get one. Today, it's come out of that corner, Leviticus 23:22. It says, when you reap the harvest of your land, do not reap to the very edges of your field or gather the gleanings of your harvest. Leave them for the poor and the alien. I am the Lord, your God. What is God talking about? He's setting up his welfare system, actually. It's a repeat of Leviticus 19, verses 9 and 10. His purpose is to provide something for people who have nothing to eat. Let's see how he does this. First of all, those who own the land were told not to harvest to the very corners. In other words, just kind of cut a little bit short, don't harvest all the way. That left some for people to come by and they could harvest for themselves. That little bit of extra wouldn't make or break the landowner. Secondly, the grain left unharvested was there for the poor to gather. But the poor had to go gather it. He didn't tell the landowner to get it all and then give to them. He said, no, leave it there. Let them come and get it. So leave some for the poor to get. Let the poor get it. Then third, requiring the poor to go and gather the grain would give them a sense of self-worth. They're actually doing something. They may not own the land, they may not plant it, but they're actually doing something rather than just getting something for doing absolutely nothing. And the fourth part is maybe the most important. It says, I am the Lord your God. This command comes from God himself. That makes it important. So what can we learn from this passage of Scripture? Besides that our welfare system today is really not a good one. First of all, if God provides excess resources for us, there's a reason. Look around. Look around and see, okay, God, you've given me extra. Rather than, boy, what else can I buy? God, what do you want me to do with this? Is there somebody you're going to send my way that needs this? Another thing, if we're the one needing assistance, we should be diligent, not be lazy, but be diligent and get out there and do something. Then third, if God is concerned about these bodies that one day are going to turn back to dust, if he's that concerned about taking care of something that doesn't have a future, how much more is he going to take care of our eternal souls and our spirit? If he's concerned about that person that doesn't have anything to eat because their body's going to waste away, if he's concerned about that, what about that person's soul that's going to live forever? God's even more concerned about that. And he's going to do even more for that soul than he's going to do for that body. You know, we as believers, I think we have some misconceptions when it comes to giving. When we give to the church, it's our way of giving to God, and sometimes we give and say, oh man, well, I can't do anything with that. Man, just think what I could do with that money that I give to the church. I could have this and this and this. Rather than seeing it as something we're losing, maybe we should see it as we're investing in something. We're investing in God using that to be a blessing to somebody, to help somebody through a rough spot. Instead of seeing it as us losing something, we're actually giving it so that God can use it to raise somebody up. Come out of that corner. Quit being so stingy. I think God tells that to me probably quite often. Don't be so stingy. You don't have to spend everything that you make on you. Help others. Today, think about people who are less fortunate. Maybe there's something in particular that you can do. Okay? Ask God, God, do you want me to do that? Maybe God has given you an abundance of something. Maybe you can do something about that. Ask him what he wants you to do, and then just simply be obedient. Have a great weekend.